Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NFL Thoughts. So, I'm not a person who's, really known for making, serious videos like this, but basically, I'm going to say something that I've never said in my entire life. I feel bad for Tom Brady. Like, I mean, this year has been horrible for Tom Brady. I mean, 2022 has been like just horrible for Tom. Just horrible. Like, I mean, it seems like from when he first said that he was coming out of retirement, and, well, actually, let's go even further back than that. To in a playoff game against the Los Angeles Rams of the 2021 NFL season. Almost coming back from down 27-3, and unfortunately losing because, well, Todd Bowles decided to fold at calling a defense at the wrong time. That would be his final game of the season. No. Actually, let's go even further back. Let's go back to a certain day, January 2nd, 2022. The day after New Year's, literally the day after this horse crap of a year started for Tom Brady. Antonio Clown runs off the field with his pads and stuff completely off, and doing jumping jacks on his way to the tunnel. From that point forward, this year went bad for Tom Brady. I had a gut feeling after that happened. I said, I got a bad feeling this is not going to be a very good year for Tom Brady. And I was right. Because then from that point forward, everything else that has happened, including him losing his best friend, Gronk. And, the offensive line, that he lost his center, his tackle. It has been terrible for Tom Brady. Before the season even started, my fault. Before the season even started, it was just like, oh my gosh. But nonetheless, then there was, you thought before the season started was bad. Then there was the season itself, where they started off a promising 2-0, and the defense basically won them those first two games, and almost won them the third game had it not been for the fact they gave up 2 touchdowns in the first 2 possessions to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. With that, they lost 14-12. And that's what started all this, because then they lost 5 of their next 6 games, and they haven't been doing well. They're 3-5. They suck. They're the Yucks again. They're the Yucks, the Succaneers, whatever you want to say. Even Tom Brady sucks right now. But at the same time, you look at what he's been dealing with off the field, and you kind of can't even blame him. because he's been dealing with the whole Gisele debacle. You know, her basically threatening him if he decided to come back, for another year. And guess what? He came back for another year. And so that's what has led to them fighting, arguing, separating, Gisele being somewhere else while Tom Brady's been living on his own, to them thinking about filing divorce papers, to now it is official. Tom Brady just earlier today, I know I am super late on this, but Tom Brady earlier today this morning had officially announced that him and Gisele Bündchen have now divorced after 13 years of marriage. That's exactly what he said. Like, literally, go look at Adam Schefter breaking news. So, with that being said, 2022 has been hell for Tom Brady. It has. And I feel bad for the guy, because he didn't deserve this. The dude was just trying to come back for another year because it's been hard for him to let go, But, and if I were Gisele, no homo, but if I were Gisele, I would be supporting Tom Brady in his still passion for football and still wanting to play the game. He supported you with your passion for modeling, and why can't you keep supporting him for playing football still? Like, the dude clearly still has a passion for the game, and it's been hard for him to let go. And I get it. I would think for any NFL player, even Peyton Manning, that it was hard for him to let go. But the thing is, Peyton Manning is a person for the camera. So he started making commercials, and he even has a new Monday Night Football Eli and Peyton thing that they do from time to time occasionally. So he's done very well for himself. But Tom, what really could he do after football? I mean, maybe he could be an analyst. Maybe he could still be around the game of football and become like a GM, for the Miami Dolphins. That's what people wanted him to do, but / be still an NFL player. So I don't know what's next for Tom Brady after this year. Is he going to come back? Or is he going to officially call it quits and say, oh, hell with this? I don't know. But with that being said, it's been a very frustrating, hair pulling. There's not very much hair that I can pull now. But still, I don't know, but for Tom Brady, I do feel for him. Like, you can't help but just sort of have a little bit of empathy for the guy, because it seems like since he's came back, it's like his whole world has collapsed. Like, his whole world has turned upside down. Have you ever thought of like a cup of soda? A cup of Diet Dr. Pepper. And you turn that upside down, and then it all just comes spilling out onto the floor. And then after a while, it dries up and it becomes sticky. That's been Tom Brady's life so far this year since he came back out of retirement. I mean, it's just been horrible. Like from the moment that he came out of retirement, it's like his whole world has been like a cup of Dr. Pepper spilling onto the floor and then has just dried up and it's become a sticky, messy situation. Pause. But yeah, for him, it has been a very messy situation between him and Gisele. We're not even talking about on the field right now. We're talking about off the field that has been an issue for Tom. And, I feel bad for him. And it doesn't get any worse than you losing to a 1-5 Tampa Bay, a 1-5 Carolina Panthers team, and then losing to the Baltimore Ravens within 4 days, and then the next day you have to fully announce that you and a person that you've loved for 13 years has now divorced. That's what Tom Brady has had to deal with in the midst of 5 days. But then all this other stuff that he's had to deal with in the span of not even a year yet. What has it been? It's been 9 months. It's been 9 months, man. The equivalent of a woman carrying a baby while pregnant. So I don't know, man, but it's just been it has just been frustrating to say the least for Tom Brady, and it has been a horrible year for the Buccaneers as a whole. And I will be the first to tell you, I'll be quite honest with you, I don't think the Bucs are making the playoffs. I think that this is the Falcons' division to win. And before the year, I had them going 4-13 and winning 4 games. Here we are, and come Sunday, they have a chance to already have 4 wins after only 8 games. So it is what it is. This whole year has been crazy. That's why I feel like my team, the Cowboys, have the best chance to win a Super Bowl. Because this year has been so bizarre for everyone around the NFL that it's almost like as if it's our time to finally hoist up the Lombardi Trophy for the first time in who knows how long. Okay, of course I know how long. It's been 26 years and counting. And I hope it's not going to be 27 after this year. But with that being said, that has been my time. I will get you guys with another video tomorrow, and as far as my perspective on the game, my prediction, that's all coming tomorrow. And that has been my time. Like, subscribe, and this is NFL Thoughts out.